babies. Everybody loves them. As new parents or as expectant parents, the next few weeks and months may be the start of the happiest times of your lives. At the Children's Trust Fund of Missouri, we hope every day for you as a parent is a great day. But our experience tells us there will be times when you're tired, when your child cries for reasons you may not understand, and when you or your child's caregiver could possibly become frustrated and do something you'll regret that may cause injury to your child. Our purpose in this video is to make you aware of one point. Never, ever shake a baby. Never shake a baby. It sounds so simple, and yet every year babies in Missouri are injured from a form of child abuse known as shaken baby syndrome, or SBS, as it is sometimes called. Shaken baby syndrome is caused by violent shaking. It is not caused by age-appropriate play, such as gently bouncing a baby on a knee or rocking a baby. Nor is it caused by short falls or CPR, as people sometimes claim. All it takes is a second of violent shaking, and a child can become injured, disabled, even killed by a parent, caregiver, or family friend who has lost control. Because many SBS cases go undetected, it's impossible to estimate how many incidents there are of shaken baby syndrome each year. While most cases involve infants, any young child can become a victim. For the most part, though, people are unaware of the dangers of SBS and don't realize the consequences that shaking can cause. But the effects are profound.
About 30% of children die from those kinds of injuries. Another 30 to 50% are left with very significant neurological damage, mental retardation, learning disorders, blindness, various kinds of seizure disorders. When a baby is shaken, what you need to understand is that a baby or even a child up to about the age of 5, these are not just small adults. They're different developmentally and anatomically. For example, in a baby, the head, relatively compared to an adult, is very large and very heavy. It's supported on a neck that the muscles are not yet developed, so it's a weak neck. When we have people that shake babies, for example, there's a very violent movement of the head. Anytime you accelerate the head and then you abruptly cause the head to stop, the brain can begin to move in a way that is damaging. And the movement causes tearing of blood vessels. So it causes bleeding inside of the head. It actually tears the substance of the brain.
We had both our daughters, Morgan and Kelsey. Morgan was a year and three quarters, and Kelsey was just 7.5 weeks old when we dropped her off. Kelsey was colicky anyway, so she did cry a lot, and the child care provider knew that. I picked them up. Karen came home, and she'd called me to come out into the living room because Kelsey had started having seizures.
I was changing her diaper, and she didn't move. I tried to suction her nose. I tried to do anything to arouse her, and she wouldn't wake up.
So I took her into the hospital, and after he did the retinal scan, he knew that she had been shook. And he asked me then right away if I knew what shaken baby syndrome was, and I didn't. And I asked him why, and he had said that, you know, basically her blood vessels behind her right eye were totally crushed, and blood was all up to the eye, and on her left eye the blood was all up to there too, and that somebody had shaken her.
Sadly, shaken baby syndrome occurs in families of all races, incomes, and educational levels. The problem is everywhere and can happen at any time. Perhaps you're thinking, who would do this to a child? In the majority of reported cases, the child's father, the mother's boyfriend, or other male caregiver is the one who causes SBS. In other cases, either the child care provider or the mother is responsible.
I just could not believe, you know, that somebody could do that.
Especially a mother of one who had a child of her own, who thought, you know, the world of her kid. You could just tell that. We just trusted her with everything with our kids. We just assumed that she would take care of them like she would take care of her own.
What causes the rage in adults to commit SBS?
The main stimulus that causes the rage that results in a baby being shaken is that the baby is crying. And if you can't easily get the baby to stop crying, prolonged crying, or crying where they can't be consoled, this often will cause a person to become very enraged, reach out and shake the baby, just being very out of control.
We were one of those people that always that thought that can't happen to me. You'd hear things about other people. That doesn't. Yeah, that's not going to happen to us. You know, we're immune from those things. Well, nobody's immune.
Most experts believe that no one gets up in the morning planning to shake a baby. But the person responsible for the child loses control, even if only for a few seconds. Imagine this scene. You're exhausted. The baby won't stop crying. Your frustration and anger are increasing. What do? We dramatized this situation in the following television commercial.
It's okay to beat a pillow. It's okay to punch a wall. It's okay to slam a door. But it's never okay to shake a baby. You could cause deafness, blindness, brain damage, even death by shaking a baby. When you're about to lose it, put the baby down. Take a break, call a friend, but never, ever shake a baby.
To recap, here are steps to follow to help you keep control when your baby won't stop crying. Gently put the baby down in her crib or other safe place and leave the room. It is perfectly okay to allow the baby to continue to cry. No baby has ever been harmed from crying. Take a break. Do something to try to take your mind off the baby's crying. As long as she's in a safe place, step away from the situation. Watch TV, listen to music, anything you can do to reduce your anger and settle your nerves. Call a friend, family member, or parent's helpline. This is especially important. Speak with anyone who can provide help and support. It is far better to wake someone up than to lose control of your emotions with your baby. And remember, the baby isn't crying to make you mad. Crying is normal and is one way a baby communicates. If you're returning to work or just going out for a few hours, there will be times when someone else will be caring for your baby. There are some points you should discuss with caregivers. Here is Mike and Karen McGinnis.
I think one of the most important things that a child care provider needs to know is that you never, ever, ever shake a baby under any circumstances. The other thing is to always let them know where they can reach you.
It's okay for babies to cry, but don't assume your caregiver knows that. Give them permission to call you anytime they feel frustrated or angry. And of course, never leave your child with anyone you feel could anger easily or who demonstrates disregard for children.
This is your child, and it's the most special gift in the world. And never take anything for granted. The slightest idea, the faintest idea that anything's wrong, act on it right away.
We hope your child grows up happy and healthy. But we know that parenting can be stressful. Just remember, anytime you feel you may lose control, stop and put the baby in a safe place. Take a deep breath and count to 10. If you need to, take a longer time out and let your baby cry for a while. Call someone close to you for support. Call your pediatrician or family doctor. There may be a medical reason why your child is crying. You can prevent shaken baby syndrome by taking these steps. From the Children's Trust Fund, congratulations on your new arrival, and good luck. The Children's Trust Fund is Missouri's foundation for the prevention of child abuse. For more information regarding shaken baby syndrome, please contact Children's Trust Fund of Missouri by visiting our website at www.ctf4kids.org or call us at 573-751-5147.